Hey, it's John, Vintage Fisherman. I got a, I got a damn, damn quick 110 in. This is a ultralight. I don't have a 110. I've got a 110, but I don't have a 110 in my collection. So this one's staying, and as you can tell, I have a spare spool for it. This one's got the light line filler on the spool, and this one's more for. I'd use that for like 6-pound tests. And this is probably for 2-pound test, a 4-pound test. I actually use 3-pound tests because, why be normal, right? Let's take it apart. Wow, it looks brand new. It's amazing. It's nice to have 2 spools with something. That's really cool. If I fish with it, I can carry an extra line. Excuse me just a second. Oh, easy now. We'll have 2 of everything here. So there is your drag. That's it. That's it. And this will be the same way. This reel's never been used. I can tell you that. Never been used. So when you take it apart, you'll have a wavy washer. Oops. We'll just do it in order right here. Like this. And then this one's got a felt washer. That one had a more heavy duty washer. I don't know why. Washer on here that the other one didn't have. I don't know what we got going on here. Well, this one's got shims up under here. We'll leave those. This one's got shims. I'm not sure why they were different. I don't know. Two different drags, everything. So to get these handles off, you got to knock a pin out. So we'll just wait on that. Let's go ahead and take the cover off of it. Give me a screwdriver here. It's in good shape, but you know me, I can't leave nothing alone. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes these covers on these dams, if they've never been into, they paint these things. It's a pain. It's hard to get them apart without messing the paint up, honestly. I fought these a few times. They paint them after they're together or something. I don't know how they do that. So, there it is. Got it off. It's in good shape. Now this, on this side here, you pull that pin right there. Just pull straight up out of it. It's like that. And your shaft comes out. Now what you want to look for on these reels is make sure both of those ears are on there. Important. I had a damn quick 2000 the other day that did not have both those ears on there, but I think the reel's going to be okay. All right, to get this apart, we're going to have to get the block out, and we got to show you how to do this. I got several punches. These are Wheeler punches like you use on firearms. That one's too small. I have a whole set of them here. I work on firearms too, my own firearms. I'm not a gunsmith, but I'm the kind of guy. I'm a DIYer. I fix everything myself. I don't trust anybody else as much as I do myself to do something. So, just the way it is. We'll place that over top of a hole. We'll put the pin in there. Or we'll tell you, this is also part of a Wheeler gunsmithing kit. We'll take the brass side of the hammer and knock that pin through. Put the block back up. So the handle's off. There's those pieces. You got a shim that goes in there. And this thread's off. And under here, you've got a E-clip. Hold on to it. You don't want to lose it. It's going to be metric because it's from Germany. These reels are made in West Germany, okay? Fine reels. Let me tell you something. Not big on German cars or any kind of European car, but their fishing reels, oh yeah. And then that can come off. And you have another clip on here. That comes off. You got bushing or shim, another shim. And then there's your cross line. There's your main gear. There's no shims on the main gear. Okay. What have I got going on here? I got rags going everywhere. All right. Oh gosh, I got a big old chunk of grease right there. That's weird. Got off my hand. Okay, now that looks like a 12 millimeter. Let's see what I've got handy here. Half inch? No, I don't think so. Where are all my metric sockets? Yeah, everybody likes that. Everybody likes my squeaky 4. 10 millimeter. Looks like a 12. All right, let's see if I got a 12 over here. 7/16, which would be an 11. I have a 12 out here, unless I get lucky, and this is it. Another 7/16. Well, that's actually it. So it's an 11 millimeter. Remember that, folks. 7/16 and 11 millimeter are the same thing. Couple things on these D.A.M quick reels. You can adjust the spring tension on the bail by adjusting that screw right there. You can go from light to medium, just to hard. That controls how hard it snaps back, how much line twist it puts on your line. Kind of cool. They kind of thought of everything. Always reminds me when I see those older Mercedes that had the headlight washers on. Like, that's cool. Isn't it a necessary feature? No, but it's kind of cool. Can't really argue with that, right? I don't even know if they put those things on cars anymore. I don't work on cars, except for my own. I struggle to do that. I do not like working on cars. This should just, there we go, it just slides right off. We got a when family members bring me cars to work on, I just want to run the other way. And we'll take that apart in a second. All right, here's your anti-reverse. You click, it clicks when it goes around. There's little indentions in that spool, and it clicks on that. We got to use the dreaded snap ring pliers here. Get that snap ring out. Work. Put your thumb over these things. That didn't work out Well, did it. Came loose on me. Okay. Fixed it. Put your thumb over it so it doesn't go flying. You're going to have a wavy washer in there. Remember, it goes, and there's going to be a shim too. And then your bearing comes out. I'll clean the bearings separately. I don't use the ultrasonic to clean the bearings. But there's your whole entire reel. I'm not going to take the anti-reverse off. That's everything. Over here, we're gonna work on the bell springs. I'm gonna take this off first just to see which side the bell spring's on. I don't really remember. Got a lock nut on there. I got dog hair following me around here. Keep all the rotor parts together. Oh, roller. No other parts on that, so we're good. There's no spring on this side. So we'll go ahead and take this side off. Some of these real manufacturers will sneak a spring in on you, and you got to keep those sides specific, or you will be hating life when you put that bad boy back together. Screws are they look the same, but I guarantee they're going to be different when you get it apart. And then you got this on. I'm not going to take all that off. We're going to leave that alone. I can clean it. And that's where you adjust that spring, the snap tension there. And then your pull bell spring is going to be over here. And one thing I really like about the D.A.M bell springs, they are very easy to set. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I guess those two screws are the same. They look exactly the same. You got your bell spring comes out. When you go to put it back together, you don't have anything over here to try to line this up on. You just put it on there and tighten that down, and the bells, you set the positions of the bell are set by this block right here. So that's the entire reel took apart. I'll clean it up and be back. This is going to be a nice reel. I got a little bit of scraping to do there, but hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, I'll be back. Morning, it's John. I'm back. I got this really nice old 110N cleaned up. Made in Germany. Beautiful reel. Looks like it's barely been used. We're going to put it back together. I didn't see anything major with it. I mean, it basically cleaned up like a brand new one. A couple little specks of gunk in the tooth there. We'll get those out. Sometimes the ultrasonic doesn't always get all of it. I mean, wow, it doesn't show any use at all. Pretty incredible. Let's put it back together. I'll start out over here on the rotor. We're going to lubricate this up pretty good right here. A little oil on it. We will go ahead and put the bell spring in. There's a little bit of dirt up in there I missed. Like old grease. Yep. Hard to see inside of that dark reel, dark coating. Okay. All right. Let's grease it up. Bell spring in, a little tab goes towards that slot, just like that. And easiest bell spring in the world to set. It just basically goes on that right way. I may have it backwards. Got to go this way. Okay, we'll just go ahead and put the screw on it. Get started. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Maybe those screws are different. It's cold. My hands don't want to work. That's probably the biggest problem. It don't want to start for some reason. All right, here we go. Okay. Next thing is the trip side over here. And it goes on. To get it lined up, the best way is to do it like that. I don't think the screws were different. I think I just couldn't get it started. Probably what the problem was. Now, goodness gracious, a little bit of oil where the roller goes. A little bit of grease on those threads. Not a lot. And then roll this bail arm over like that. And you got a star washer and acorn nut. All right, let's check it. Locks over. Trip down. Fires it. That looks like it's the way it should be. That little rubber bumper in there is disintegrated. There's nothing I can do, but you can't buy those things. So that's just going to have to be what it is. Little rubber bumper, it goes right there, and it just fell apart when I fired that fail. But can't get them, so sucks. All right, next, let's put the worm gear in. Got the bearing goes on that. Grease that worm gear up really good. Get rid of some of this extra grease on the brush. Grease there. Go up in here, pack some grease into that bushing right there. And I always grease where the bearings go. Y'all know that. We'll drop it in. Okay, now you got brass washer, wavy washer, and snap ring. Put your thumb over that snap ring or you'll be chasing it. Just do like this. Once you get it close, you can pack it in there. All right. Okay. I'm going to oil this anti-reverse mechanism up here. Let's go ahead and turn the anti-reverse off and put the rotor on. Turn it off because if not, you'll catch the edge of this when you put it on there. So that's like that. You got a keeper that goes down in there. Get that worked in just like that. See? Then you got a wavy washer. Put just a dab of grease. And then the 11 millimeter nut. I think that's 11 millimeter. Aha. 11 millimeter and 7/16 are the same thing. Now let's see how it sounds. There you go. Let's see if it trips. Yep. All right, there you go. Now the next thing is the main gear. Go ahead and grease it up. "28 degrees outside right now. Pretty cold." It's a 60-inch garage, so no complaints. All right, remember we had shim, and lip. I want to say that can't go up inside there, so that goes on the outside. So we'll put a little bit of grease right here and go ahead and thread this on. This is your handle release, I guess you could say. And then your wavy washer. And I like to start into the handle before I get all up into putting it together. Just give it a couple taps. There we go. I'm going to put it right over that and line the hole up. Kind of a pain. You got to have 5 hands here. Something like that. I think that hit quite right. Shit. That didn't go too good, did it? It's not wanting to get where I want it to go. Oh, that's not good. Pardon my language there. Let's see. Oh, I just can't seem to get it to make that trip right there. There it is. That's it right there. Golly, come on now. Cooperate with me a little bit. There it goes. All right. Now you can tighten the handle up. Kind of a pain. That's the only way to get the handles off with D.A.Ms. You can clean that shaft in there. If everything's good, you don't have to fool with it, but a little bit of oil on the paddle. Now, this crosswind lever gets two shims, one at the bottom, and then you put the crosswind lever on, then one at the top, and then this little clip. D.A.M likes these little clips. There's a lot of it. You got to pop that clip all the way in. It looks like it's in, but it ain't, and it'll lock a reel right up. And you put this axle shaft in, a little bit of oil on it. Bring it down, line the hole up. Look at that. A thing of beauty, isn't it? All right. Grease into the screw hole and then the cover. Cover's got a tab that locks up into the housing. And then the screw. And there we are. All right, let's put the drag and all that good stuff back together. This one was made a little different than one of them had. I'm not sure why they done it like this. This particular one had the washer in there. Maybe that don't make sense. This one definitely had that drag washer. I guess it did have the. Yeah. Those two are with that one. All right, let's just try it. There's no way that goes against the drag washer, so it has to go in here like this. Wouldn't do any good the other way. Put the knob on. And it just pops on there. And that's working. Now what you'd have to look at is how it packs the line onto the spool. Okay, so this one, it was a little bit different. It had, which I don't think is right, it had the Teflon was supposed to go, or felt washer was supposed to go there. This one should have had that washer there, this, and then this. So this one was built wrong or something. I don't know who had it apart, but definitely wasn't right. So this is the spare spool that came with it. They had line on. I think this one had like 6-pound line. There we go. Wipe them down. I'd have to find a schematic on the spools and see exactly how that was put together in the factory, but I put them back the way they were. So not all schematics are true from the factory, though. They made variations and never made a note of it unless you were an expert on the particular reel you're working on. You would never know where the variations were. But there it is. There is a D.A.M Quick, made in Germany, 110N. It's almost an ultra light, I'd say a medium light. A lot of times you get these and this is not working properly. It's broken or chipped up. That one's in really good shape. You can see where it takes a beating. Where you set the rod and reel down, it hits that. That one doesn't have a scuff on it. So that's a plus. Well, this is John, Vintage Fisherman. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.